I first met Steve Dranitsaris when I came to York University in 1970. I was hired into what was then called the Department of Physical Education and Athletics. And there was this long-haired, second-year Stong College student who was really annoying, who kept coming to the office to complain to me. This student was Steve Dranitsaris. And most of the time, he was right. During Steve's 40-year career at York University, he held 4 major positions. The first one was Stong College Student Liaison position and Resident Secretary. The second position was that he became the Director of Alumni Affairs, Convocation, and he was responsible for the College of Masters. Then he was hired as the Executive Officer of Kinesiology and Health Science. Steve served as the Senior Executive Officer in the Vice President Finance and Administration Office until he retired in 2013. He was the first person to establish the homecoming. He was instrumental in the concept of an alumni sport athlete. He also served on at least 8 facility project committees, including the first event stadium, the field house, and 3 parking structures at York, the research tower at York, including the Pan American Games track and field stadium, which is being constructed currently. Steve was instrumental in establishing the Awards and Scholarships program for varsity athletes, for recreational leaders, and for majors in kinesiology and health science. In this program, still awards over $100,000 annually to students at York University. It's hard to think of a funny story about Steve Dranitsaris because he was so serious about his work. At the homecoming game, when the new event stadium had been finished and we were having an official opening that day, the field had been sodded that week. So Steve was very concerned, as were the facility people, about both the football game being played and then all the fans walking on the field. The context for this game was that York had lost 47 football games consecutively, and at the end of the game, York won the game. And as the final whistle blew, I saw Steve standing at the bottom of the bleachers saying, "Please don't walk on the field, please don't walk on the field," as all of the people, all the fans were charging out of the bleachers onto the field, and Steve was standing with his hands out still saying, "Please don't walk on the field." Now, this is the only time that I have seen Steve not be effective, and there wasn't one person that stopped that day. Steve, you have been an extraordinary university colleague who has committed yourself fully and with enthusiasm to York University and to its people, to the students, to the alumni, faculty, and staff. You have made a significant contribution to the development of sport at York University. I congratulate you on a stellar career. Congratulations on your induction into the York University Sport Hall of Fame.